Hello everybody, it is time for some Thief. Thief the Dark Project came out in, I believe, 1998, and ever since then I've been playing this game on and off in its various incarnations. We're playing Thief Gold here, which adds a few extra missions, changes up a few things. We're also playing with a few mods that make the game a little more friendly to modern systems, as I understand it, and also just fix up the graphics a bit. Nothing drastic. This certainly retains its original charm. And so these are a T-Fix and New Dark, I guess. Let's just jump into a new game. We're going to go in Expert. We're going to skip the training and just jump into the first mission, which serves as sort of a tutorial in some ways anyway, introducing some of the main concepts.
I have a simple job planned for this evening. Break into a guarded mansion, steal another fat nobleman's priceless trinket, and leave quietly. Lord Bafford is out of town, and rumor has it that the captain of his house guard went with him as a bodyguard. The time is ripe for a bit of burglary. The front gate of Lord Bafford's manor is always guarded, and the main street is far too exposed. But Cuddy tells me there's a better way in, around to the side, more out of the way. One guard, and likely no witnesses to complicate matters. The piece Cuddy wants is a scepter, silver, jewels, the usual adornments. It should command a high price. Bafford, like most of his kind, probably keeps his treasures on the top floor of the place, close to his heart, and far from his servants. No point in waiting. I have Cuddy's old sketches of the place, and everyone who's going to be asleep inside already is. It's time to begin.
Alright, so Expert difficulty does add a couple of objectives. It ups the loot requirement, so we need to steal 700, in addition to the scepter, 700 worth of valuables. No killing. No killing any people, in other words. It says no pets here, but there are a few spiders we'll be able to dispatch. And then we also need to get back out of the mansion, ultimately. Now, we do get a bit of a menu here where we can purchase some equipment, but I don't think we need any of this stuff just yet. We start off with a sword, as well as some broadhead arrows. These are both lethal options. Again, we're not going to be finding a whole lot of use for this. This game does have a bit of a swordplay mechanic, but it's very tricky to get the hang of. This is not a sort of Skyrim game or anything where you can just sort of swing around and win. And moreover, it's really not the point. As I understand it, the game was originally developed to have a bit more of a combat focus, but they decided to lean in fully to the thief, the stealth mechanics. And so since you're playing a thief, this is sort of a last resort weapon. Much more commonly used would be the blackjack. This allows you to take down guards and such silently from behind if they're unsuspecting. However, I tend not to use this very much unless I feel like I absolutely have to get through a mission. So we'll try to avoid using the blackjack. We'll also try to avoid using too many tools. Of course, a healing potion will be useful to restore lost health. Water arrows are useful to put out torches and potentially other sources of light. But again, I like to approach this game with a minimal of alterations to the initial setup. So I like to try to ghost through it, so to speak. So we'll try to avoid blackjacking, we'll try to avoid being seen, and of course avoid being killed. Alright, so here we are outside. Now, of course, there's a bit of a...
A few too many to try to get by here.
bit of a balance to be struck here between commentary and silence, so I'll try to keep my mouth shut. Now, since we're outside, we're not breaking the law yet, so people can see us, and it's not much of a problem. First bit of loot down here, and a lever. And this puts us right near the well house.
Could you possibly be any more helpful?
Alright, get that open. I'll relock it. Drop the key. Now we can shut that door and we're locked in. But it's alright, we're going down here anyway. So a couple of things just about the interface here. At the bottom left of the screen you can see what look like a bunch of shields with red crosses. Those are my health. In the middle center there's a sort of a gem that's pretty bright right now. That's the light gem. The red also indicates that I'm in the brightest possible light. It gets yellow, it gets a little bit darker as we get into shadow. So over here I'm in a really, really good shadow actually. You can see that's because we're on the other side of that lamp. You can also lean left, right, and forward, which is really useful, and a feature that not a lot of the games I typically play have. So let's just jump down in. This should get us into the mansion. We do have a map, but the maps in Thief are rather famously vague. So we have some scribbled notes and so on. We know we're down in the basement and we're going to end up somewhere down here. First and second floor, and that's all we have. The throne room is sort of towards the east end of the second floor, I guess. So we'll see if we can find that. Alright, now it says no killing, but we can take out these spiders. Just practice our aim a little bit. Alright. And this chest...
Since I'm in here, I might as well pick up something for myself.
So we're up to 300 gold already. We've got a compass here to tell our direction. Healing potion and gold, and that's it.
Inside at last.
Now, the sound is also a major part of this game. So in addition to staying in the darkness and using that light gem and just general awareness of shadows, we'll also need to pay attention to the floor types and how fast we're moving.
Well, we're fine. But I've been thinking we should watch the outsides more.
That's stupid. People to worry about there on the inside.
No, then you catch them before they get inside, you taffer.
Oh!
Right, those two are going to patrol around. I should be able to get in front of this guy. And that's important because his patrol will end right at this doorway. And he's otherwise kind of difficult to get by. in this chest, we've got a very interesting item, a couple of flash bombs. If we throw these, they will temporarily blind, well, everybody, including us, but we can recover more quickly, and we can blackjack someone who's pursuing us. So let's say stealth fails, and we're being chased. Since we can't kill anyone, that's going to be how we deal with that. Okay, now we're potentially going to need to watch out for patrols because we are inside officially. Okay, but he's just going to stand there. A lot of great readables in this game, so I think rather than reading them out loud, I'm just going to put them up on the screen for a second or two, and you can pause if you want to get a better look. Just some world-building stuff. So that guard is walking on carpet. Just about the quietest surface, so we'll be able to run after him and get to where we need to be. Here. Could pick up food for a little bit of healing, but we don't need that. And this is some tile, the loudest surface. So some things are worthless, like this vase. You pick it up and you can't do anything with it. So that's why I'm choosing not to pick up some things. But we gotta wait for this guy to get back to his patrol. Now, a nice feature of this game is that you can lean into doors and hear what's on the other side. We're good. All right, this is my way on. interest of time, I think I will put this torch out.
I wonder if he reads them or if it's just for show.
So this introduces the Hammers, which are a religious faction. And here's the scepter. Nothing about where it is located, but still good to know it's here. Okay, this is a tricky area. Lots of tile. There's a couple of points of interest down here. Some more gold, a key. Just some information. This is sort of like his books that he's keeping, Bafford. And so he's paying to this this guy Ramirez, who we'll actually meet later in a future mission. Okay. That was one of the trickiest parts. Grab this ring. Again, we'll listen for this guard to pass. Close to the throne room now. So there's a lot of light in here, but there are some carpets on the tile that will make things a little easier. But there's just one guard, and he's in a very awkward position. Three more torches in here, but they're very hard to hit. It's possible, but they're sort of behind those columns. You can just barely see them. Wow. Okay. There's another one over there. Alright, and the other one is just above this doorway. I don't know that we'll be able to hit it. And he changes his facing. I don't think he's going to be long enough in this direction for us to tuck around.
It's a throne room. How pretentious can you get? Here we go.
Alright, last torch, but still tricky to make it by him. Alright, but I think we're good. Alright. And now to get back out. I think we'll wait for the guard to pass by here and follow him to the right. didn't hear that, so that's good. Alright, we technically have enough gold. We needed to get 700. We've got the scepter, we've got 1405. That's just about everything. There are a couple of other pieces we could grab. Let's see, I think this guard might be coming all the way down here. Nope. He went around and down. Okay. Some loot up here. These are just empty. Okay.
Someone behind me?
Oh.
Don't see anything now. See that there?
Alright. I think we got everything.
What's over there?
Oh.
You see something? Must have been imagining things.
Alright, so we gotta watch for them. This might not be the right side of the building. But there is a way right out to the city street. Yep, this is the way. Alright, that opens the gate. And just to see if we can make things a little mysterious for them, we'll shut the gate behind us. And we're out. Mission complete. Let's check the stats. So we got 700 in loot. 1,429 out of 1,429. So we get all of the loot in the mansion. Just under a half hour. We picked one pocket, apparently. That was the key of the guard outside the well. There were a few more we could have gotten, but I'm not that interested in necessarily picking every pocket. We got through without having to blackjack anybody, and we didn't get super caught. There were a few barks that the guards made to indicate that they saw something, but they never were actively searching for us. So I count that as about as much of a success as I can get. I think there are ways to get through without using any resources, without even using any torches in that final throne room, but it takes a lot of timing and really a lot of reloads, and so I'd rather do this with minimal reloading if at all possible. All right, so I think we'll continue here just to see the preview of the next mission, which we will be doing in another episode.
I went to Cuddy's place to deliver the scepter, but Cuddy wasn't there. He'd been arrested by the Hammerites. Apparently they didn't approve of his occupation, and I doubt they approve of mine. So hopefully they'll never catch sight of me when I break him out of their prison. Which is what I'm going to do. They're holding Cuddy in a mining complex carved out of a quarry. The quarry's flooded, but the Hammers still work the top-level mines and have converted part of the complex into a penitentiary for those who violate their tenets. An associate of mine was confined there and has provided me with a map. It would be difficult to get in by way of the main gate, but there is another option. The mines break the surface of a hill south of the quarry. I'll drop into the mines and head for the prison, which will be found somewhere uphill and to the north. The Hammers don't venture into these lower mine levels because they're reputed to be haunted. I'd rather not have to do this job, but Cuddy's a reliable fence, and I don't appreciate the Hammerites abducting him. And he owes me money for the Bafford job.
All right, so for this mission, again on expert difficulty, we're going to have to make our way through the mines, up through the factory, up to the prison, and do a bunch of different things. We're going to have to break out Cuddy, who is our fence. We're also going to have to rescue Basso the Boxman, because we're interested in his sister, apparently. We also have a Lucky Hand of Glory that another thiefy character has borrowed, apparently, so we need to grab this from another cell. I'm not sure at all what this is based on, the Lucky Hand of Glory. So any of you have any idea on the backstory behind this, let me know. And then we need to grab 1,000 worth of loot and get out with those 2 prisoners. We'll go ahead and purchase what we'll need for this mission here. We've got some broadhead arrows, 5 water arrows, and a noisemaker arrow. We also have our blackjack and our sword. It just is not showing here. We have this time a few different pieces of equipment we could get. Notably, speed potion and the moss arrow. The speed potion is going to increase our speed, which can be really helpful, especially in this mission, depending on how things work out. And a couple of moss arrows, which are going to make, basically you shoot them at the floor and it covers the area in a soft, silent carpet. So just shoot this on a floor of tile, for example, or metal, which would normally be very loud, and you can run across it just like it's a carpet floor. So we'll definitely buy both of these. We could also get a couple of tips, which are fun just to burn your cash on because it's just an extra little readable. So this is a prisoner who says he has info about the haunted mines. Sure. And then a hot tip for 300 gold. Might reveal where the Hammers are keeping Cuddy. Sure enough. I mean, we don't technically need these. I've played the mission enough to know broadly what I'm doing. But we will get one of these speed potions, and I think I want to grab all the other water arrows I can. Since we've got enough cash to buy another broadhead, I guess we can do that. I probably should get a healing potion, but you know what? Let's just do it without. We'll jump into the mission just so I can make a hard save here, and in the next episode, we're going to see how we do at breaking Cuddy and Basso out of Crag's Cleft Prison. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.